Hello and thank you for coming to my class. Today we have a 15-minute dynamic warm-up, so let's begin right away. We're going to start with marching. Remember to bring your knee up and pump those arms. The workout today is a 15-minute warm-up consisting of dynamic movements and stretches. You're going to have to fit a lot in this little amount of time, so bear with me, the pace is going to be quick. Keep driving those arms. Some people like to put their hands out. Just hit your hand to make sure you're driving your knee all the way up. Let's just get the heart going, okay? 10 more seconds here. Great, keep working. Now we're gonna go straight into our squat with abduction. So it's down to just about 90 degrees and up, abduct, down, abduct. Let's do 8 on each side and go. If you can, get a little bit of pace to these, get in a rhythm. You're trying to get that heart rate to start going up. A modification for this would be skip the squat, just work on your abductors right here. Focusing on the outside of your hip. Now let's do 3 more. Great job. You can feel that a little bit in your quads for sure. So now let's get our lower leg going and do a couple calf raises. You push down and flex your foot. We want to go 3 seconds up and hold, and back down. We're going to do 10 of these. And up and down. To make this a little more challenging, you can switch and go just 1 foot at a time. This helps you work on your balance, and it makes it a little bit harder for each individual calf muscle. If you did go 1 foot, switch with me now. Let's do a few more on this side. Great job. Now we're going to start warming up our arms a little bit. I like to call these T's to sky. So you go, make a T, and you go up, and you can feel your shoulders stretch, your back stretch, as well as your pec stretch. Now we're going to bring up the pace with this, and we're going to start warming up our upper extremity. Go to whatever pace you think is fine, and if you have any range of motion limitations, just take it easy here. Great, now we're going to transition to some small arm circles, going forward first. Slowly progress to bigger circles and start opening up your shoulder. Finally, really big circles. Nice, and then come to a stop, find your balance, and I'll just go backwards. Start small, slowly get bigger. Now let's open up those shoulders. All right, another upper body stretch. We're gonna put our hand up, bend at the elbow, clasp over our top, and stretch out the shoulder as well as the side of your body here. We're gonna do this for 10 seconds on each side. Remember to breathe and find your middle ground. And now let's switch over. Reach over top, bend the elbow, clasp over top, and get a nice stretch for 10 seconds here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great. Another upper body stretch. We're gonna shake it out a little. Bring your arm across and use your other arm past your elbow to get a little deeper stretch. Pull that across. We're gonna do this for 10 seconds on each side. Great, now switch. Remember to relax into your stretch and maybe push it a little deeper in the last few seconds. We're going 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. Now we're going to move down into the mat. To start off, we're going to do some balance and core stability work, starting off with a plank. The plank, you want to have your shoulders underneath you, have your arms flat, forearms flat, and a straight back. We're going to go up for 20 seconds if you can, or 2 10-second bouts. Ready? Elevate. Remember to keep your back straight. You don't want to have a U shape or upward curve in your back either. You really want to focus on using your abs to keep your body in a stable position. Sometimes doing this in this position, the push-up plank, can help with if you have elbow pain as well. So give that a shot if that is more comfortable. But we've got 5 more seconds here. And just feel those abs starting to work. And great, now we're gonna stretch those immediately after with the Cobra. With the Cobra, you start laying on your stomach in the prone position. And then depending on your flexibility level, you use either your hands or your forearms to help you push up and reach towards the sky. So exhale and reach your head up towards the sky. Remember to really relax your lower back. This is an abdominal stretch. Try to loosen that back and really bring, get a good stretch of the abs. Let's go up and down 2 more times. Hold it. Relax the lower back, maybe go a little more into it. Release, 1 more. Great job. Now, staying on our mat, we're gonna warm up with a little more strength activities. We're gonna start off with a push-up. This push-up, we're gonna use a close grip to get a little more action on our triceps as well as our chest. So we start off on our knees here with a flat back, tight abs, and hands out, shoulder width apart. Maybe a little closer for this grip, for this form. And slowly focus on controlling your arms stable and bringing your body in between and then back up. We're gonna do 2 sets of 6 reps each here, of 8 reps each, my bad. And up. And up. If you want more of a challenge, you can do full push-ups, which I'll switch to now. We've got 3 more left here. Great, take just a second to get your strength back. And if you did tricep push-ups, close grip that time, let's switch to a wider grip this time to lengthen more of the chest. So this time we're gonna push our hands out a little bit farther than shoulder width and still use that same slower down motion and a more explosive upward motion. And do 8 again, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep your back straight, don't hold your breath, keep going. 5, 7, 8. Great work. Now we're gonna move on to some more lower body and core. Starting off right here. We're gonna be in a tabletop position with your hands shoulder width apart, your knees directly below your hips. You wanna be in a nice squared position. Now transfer your weight a little more to the front of your body. Maybe plant your toes. And then we are going to start some leg extensions back behind our head. We're going to go 8 on each side, 1 set each. Up like here. Drive that foot to the sky and focus on going nice and slow and controlled and not overcompensating on the other side of your body. All right, and switch. Open up your hip and drive that heel to the sky. Great. Now from this same position, we're going to do what is called a bird dog. You start on the tabletop, and similar to this movement, we're going to bring that leg out first. And from here, you extend the opposite hand. This is a core exercise that really requires a lot of stability and balance. This is really difficult for you, which it is for many people. Go one limb at a time, right here and down. Then you get comfortable with that, bring it up. And now we're gonna hold this for a couple seconds on this side before switching over. Remember to breathe and try to find your balance. Now let's switch sides. A key for this is finding a place on your mat or in the room to look at and really focus on keeping your balance in line with that. Great job. Let's return back to a neutral position. From here, we're gonna loosen up those muscles we just worked. We're gonna do the cat-cow. Staying in this tabletop position, we're gonna take a big inhale and bring the center of our spine to the sky, rounding your back up. Inhale, round it up, round the shoulders, and then exhale, bring your spine back to your mat, creating a U shape with your back. Inhale, up. This is a great stretch for the whole abdomen part of your body. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good job. Now we're gonna flip over to the other side, to lay down on the other side, and we're gonna do some glute bridges. You wanna get your legs at a comfortable position away from you. Tuck your heels in a little bit and lay flat on your back. We're gonna put our hands directly by our sides, and using our hips, our quads, we're gonna slowly and stably lift our pelvis to the sky while keeping the rest of us very stable. So we're gonna do this 8 times and go pretty slow with each one. Follow after me. Inhale. Right here. You can feel your hamstrings and glutes work in this one quite a bit. Focus on going slow and stable and activating every muscle group. 5 more. One more. Hold it. And down. Great job. Now we're gonna work some of our obliques with some Russian twists. So sitting on your pelvis, balance your body, have your feet out in front of you, and slowly lean back. If you have a lot of core strength and are confident, you can bring your feet off the ground. For most of us though, we're gonna stay right here. Give yourself a good lean back. Focus your abs tighten and keep your back straight. And then from here, we're gonna twist each side. Really get a good contraction. Both sides, we're gonna go 10 on each side. Focus on reaching behind you and getting a really good twist to really warm up all of your abdominals. Three more. Feel the burn. If you want more of a burn, you lean deeper into this for the last few. Lean farther back. And you get even more activation. Great job. Now we're gonna sit in butterfly stretch for just about 5 seconds while we're down here, 10 seconds. Make sure our groin is really loose before we stand back up. Make sure to breathe and don't flap and don't push your arms down here. Just breathe and sink into it. All right, great. For our final portion, we're gonna be back up. So we're gonna do one more stretch. We're gonna split our legs evenly apart, a little farther away than shoulder. Hands to the air, find your middle ground. With a straight back, lean one side towards your heel, towards your foot. All right, now up and over. And we'll go one more time on each side. Up and over. Up and over. Now we're gonna do one last dynamic stretch where normally you do this walking in a straight line. For the purpose of this video, we're just gonna do it in place. So you're gonna do 3 marches, reach down, plant your heel, and reach down to your toes. The other leg can be bent, but focus on keeping a straight back and really stretching out this single leg here. All right, now back to marches. Loosen and down. 4 or 5 seconds here. Back up, pump, pump, stretch. We're just gonna go one more on the other side. Pump. And down. Awesome. Now, before you head off into your workout, let's do a couple jumping jacks to make sure that heart is ready to go and your body temperature is up. Let's do 10 as a group. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. If you would not want to jump, sidestepping is completely fine here. 1, 2. Let's just do a couple more before you go off into your workout. Let's get a good sweat. 8. Awesome. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope your workout is amazing.